Why is it that we never see women managing top men's football teams? Men coach women's teams all the time, but in men's football, almost never. Is it because there's some secret coaching course only men can pass? Are women being sidelined? Or is the football world just not ready for it? And could we ever see a woman leading a Champions League side in our lifetime? The truth isn't as simple as you think. It's layered, political, and a little uncomfortable. Here's the breakdown. Only 3% of Europe's top football coaches are women, and not one has ever managed a Champions League men's side. Why is that? Are women being locked out of the game, or is there something deeper going on? Let's start with the biggest gateway into elite coaching, the UEFA Pro license. This is the highest coaching qualification in European football, and you can't manage a top-tier men's league team or a top-level international side without it. Men and women take exactly the same licensing program. There's no special course for men, no different set of rules. But here's the shocking part. As of recent reports, only around 3 to 5% of UEFA Pro license holders are women. In real numbers, that's fewer than 100 women in all of Europe, compared to more than 2,000 men. And even for those few who earn it, the next step is brutal. Women and men's football often have to prove themselves twice over just to be taken seriously, especially if they haven't played at the highest professional level. For male coaches, that question rarely even comes up. Opportunity is another problem. To build a coaching CV, you need paid, high-level positions, and those are far harder for women to get in the men's game. Without those stepping stones, your license is just a piece of paper. Don't get me wrong, there are women who have coached professional men's teams. Later in this story, you'll see exactly who they are, and we'll look at whether their performance makes a strong case for managing the biggest clubs in the world. But for now, the reality is this. Most aspiring coaches look to those who've done it before. And when almost no women are visible in those roles, the message is loud and clear. This isn't your space. So, what happens when a woman becomes head coach of a men's football team? The truth is harsher than you think. Most male players have never had a woman coach them, not even at youth level. So when a woman walks into that dressing room, there's often instant resistance. It's not always shouted in her face, but it's there, quiet, subtle, and enough to chip away at her authority from day one. Some of it comes from perception. When a male coach shouts, he's passionate. When a female coach raises her voice at a male player, suddenly she's emotional, or in some cultures, even disrespectful. The moment a woman takes charge of a men's team, no matter how skilled she is, she's walking a tightrope. The media talks more about her gender than her tactics. Every win, a surprise. Every loss, proof that women don't belong in men's football. When a male coach fails, it's about form. When a woman fails, it's because she's a woman. And then there's the job itself. High-level football management is demanding, unstable, and rarely compatible with caregiving roles, which still fall mostly on women. Let's be honest, no Champions League club is adding maternity leave into a head coach's contract. And in a game this intense, you can see why. For many women, that makes elite coaching less of a career path and more of a luxury they can't afford. So, here's the question. Will this always be the barrier that keeps women out of men's football? Or will we live to see the policies, the culture shift, and the one club brave enough to change the narrative? A female rookie coach in her 20s walks into a men's team, and in her first season does something no man had done there in 20 years. In December 2015, Chan Yuen-ting took over Eastern Sports Club in Hong Kong's top league. By the end of the season, they were champions for the first time in more than 2 decades, losing only one of their first 15 matches. And they'd added the Senior Challenge Shield for good measure. But the fairy tale had cracks. Her second season in Asia's Champions League was brutal,
1 goal scored, 24 conceded, including a 7-0 loss to Guangzhou Evergrande. She stepped down in 2017 to pursue her pro license. So the question is, was this lightning in a bottle or proof a woman can win at the highest level?
Another woman took over a professional men's team in France, and the players realized she might just be the best boss they've ever had. In June 2014, Corinne Diacre walked into Ligue 2 history, the first woman to ever manage a professional men's team in France. Taking charge of Clermont Foot, she inherited a modest squad, but in her very first season, they finished 12th with 49 points, their best in years. Year 2 was the breakthrough. 7th place, 58 points, one of the league's top-scoring sides, and Diacre crowned France football's Manager of the Year. Over 3 seasons, she led Clermont in 119 matches, winning 41, drawing 38, and losing 40. Not bad for a club running on one of the smallest budgets in the league. By her final year, results dipped back to mid-table, but her impact was undeniable. She entered the men's locker room as a question mark and walked out as proof it could be done. She went from wearing the England armband to leading men in one of the most unforgiving proving grounds in football. Mary Philip is no stranger to pressure. As England's first black woman to captain the national team, she led her country through European Championships and World Cups. In 2019, she became manager of Peckham Town FC, a men's side in the 11th tier of English football. It's a league where the pitches are muddy, the budgets are tiny, and every point is a fight. Yet in her first season, she delivered silverware, lifting the London FA Senior Trophy. Her role doesn't stop there. She runs the under-18 squad, mentors young players from tough backgrounds, and still finds time to be a full-time parent. Her leadership is hands-on, from setting tactics to driving players to away games. Mary Philip might not be patrolling the sidelines of the Premier League, but she's rewriting the rulebook on what it means for a woman to manage in men's football and proving you can win respect one hard-fought game at a time. These women aren't just coaches, they're trailblazers, shattering football's glass ceiling one match at a time. The question is, will they remain pioneers in the shadows of lower leagues, or will one of them, or someone they've inspired, rise to lead on the grandest stage of all? Imagine the day a woman commands the touchline in a Champions League final. Could it happen sooner than we think? The day it happens could rewrite the game. This is Vector Ball, where every kick has a story.